Misschampagneb, and I'm back with another episode of Diary of a Mad Black Bartender, where I'm not mad as I'm angry, you know, because I know you guys probably think that because it's Black History Month, but I'm mad as in crazy. I'm crazy about these cocktails. If this is your first time watching me, thank you for coming, thank you for joining and just waltzing yourself up to my spot. I appreciate you guys. Aww. Get my phone out the way so you don't see my nudie pics. If this is not your first time coming, thank you for coming back. I thought I scared you off, but you stood in there for the long haul. And that takes guts. Real guts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like usual, if you have a moment, if you could help your girl out, drop a subscribe for her, hit that notification bell so that every time I come on, you know when I'm releasing something new. It might be a cocktail, it might be comedy, it might be a comedy, whatever it is, it's for you. So don't forget, and also leave a like, you know, drop that heart on there, help me out, and leave a little comment of what you like and what you don't like. Haters and non-haters are appreciated. I'm just here for it, okay? So let's talk about today's cocktail. It's only fitting that we talk about this liquor that has been associated with black people. It's one of the oldest liquors to be associated with black people in my research so far. I mean, I'm sure there's something else that I don't know for a certain type of black people. But let's just start with rum. As you see, this is my Bacardi Black. Ooh, a little bit more spice, a little more cut, because you know I'm about that cut life. Cut it. And sometimes about that lighter life. You just never know what you're gonna get with me, so you make sure you treat me right. Let's talk about our bitch rum. So rum has maybe been associated with some super old cultures, but we know for a fact that this was something that was in this was something that came up during the early 1600s by, you guessed it, slaves. Happy Black History Month. This plantation slaves were in charge of cutting down the sugar cane, and one of the byproducts of the sugar cane was molasses. They saw that if they let molasses sit there and do its thing, fermentation, it creates a rather rich, heavy, hearty liquor, which everybody loved. I mean, it got loved so hard that it found its way up to the States. But you see, because of the stuff that was going on in the United States, they couldn't afford to keep making rum. So what did they do? Well, the most American thing that they could do. They traded rum for slaves. Yes, they came to the Caribbean and they say, look, we've got the slaves, you got the rum. You give us the rum, we'll give you the slaves. Everybody lived happily ever after. Black History Month. But what's even cooler about rum is it even became like a sort of currency in the political game, right? So politicians who were running for office, they were tasked with having like these, I guess you call them a fundraiser today, where you get a lot of people who come together, the constituents, and you kind of rub elbows with them and you talk with them and you would drink rum with them, which I don't know if in today's society that's okay. They were some wild boys back in the early history of the United States of America. There's various types of rum, okay? You have your rum original, which is made from molasses, okay, which is this type of rum. It's made from molasses. That's your Bacardi, that's your Gosling's rum, your Appleton Estates. These are your rum. Then you have rum agricole. I'm probably just fucking that up, but rum agricole. This is made from fresh sugarcane juice, okay? This is what you're gonna find in islands like Martinique, more French Forward islands, where they would use that type of rum. And then finally, you have a type of rum that's popular in Brazil. It's really hard for a lot of bartenders to pronounce it. I'm not sure if even I'm pronouncing it correctly, but you know what? YOLO, balls to the wall. It's called cachaça. Cachaça? Is that it? Did I do it? I don't know. Somebody else has some shit to say about it. Cachaça is actually a alcohol down in Brazil, and it is made from fermented sugar cane, and that is known from your caipirinhas that you make, where you take like the lime and the sugar and the cachaça. Did I say it right? And you'll bring that together. Very reminiscent of a mojito. You know, It's pretty good. It's a really simple cocktail, but very good. Great for you to take home. So rum in different places have maybe a little bit of a different makeup. So for instance, in your places like Jamaica, Guyana, the Bahamas, your rum is going to be a bit darker, heavier, maybe a little bit of a sweeter side. Those are the rums that they tend to add a little bit more caramel coloring to it, so it can have that rich, deep note. Then you'll have places like Cuba, Puerto Rico, where their rum is lighter. Think Bacardi, Don Cool. They're more of the light side. Now, like with a lot of alcohol, rum is made with, once you ferment it and you do the distillation process with the sugar cane or molasses mash, you'll take that and then you often you'll put it in an oak barrel, kind of like you make whiskey. I don't think we talked about that yet, but that's a whole nother conversation. You put in this oak barrel and you let it age. The lighter it is, the younger it is, okay? So that means if it's up to 0 to 3 years, it's probably going to have a light color like the Bacardi that you're used to seeing, and sometimes maybe a little bit of a little deeper, rich type of, not too white, but you're edging towards like a brown type of golden brown color. If you see like a richer, deeper brown, that means it's aged a little bit longer, so maybe 5 to 7 years. And you see it's super dark, it is possible that it's aged even longer than the 7 years, but also they may have also added like a caramel type of coloring to give it that rich, deep color, which is what we have here in our Bacardi Black. Fun fact, do you know what they used to call rum? It was called Kill Devil or Rum Bullion. Some sneaky little sneaks. Kill Devil. I'm not gonna ask that at a bar or something like, hey, y'all got that Kill Devil? So you probably ask for that and people will probably like laugh in your face and be like, what the hell is that? And then you try to educate them and they're like, oh no, you're a fucking nerd. Let's get into today's cocktail. This is not necessarily a classic cocktail, but this is something that I like to drink occasionally. It's great. It's a fun drink to have in the background. It's delicious. It gives you that tropical like Caribbean type of feel to it because it has your citruses. We have a little bit of ginger, which is popular in a lot of African and Caribbean culture. That ginger is fire. Of course we have rum, which is very prominent in the Caribbean, Africa, so we're definitely gonna give us something for Black History Month. We're gonna do it for the culture, we're gonna do it for the people, so let's go. What do you need today? First things first, Bacardi. I'm going to try the black because I don't want it to be super sweet. I think this is going to cut into some of the sweetness. So I'm going to try this black. It does have a molasses taste to it. This will be like at your cultural market. People wear it from Asia, you're from Africa, you're from, I mean, those are the biggest people. The Caribbean, it's like a place we call Saraga, is where you're like an international market where you have all these different fruits and veggies. This is a great place to go because a lot of the fruit stuff they have make great cocktails. I see people making cocktails with things at the dollar store, and that's cool. I'm with it. If that's all you got, that's what all you got. But I'm also here to kind of psych your mind out, try some new stuff. So grab you some mango, and this stuff is great because it's going to be rich. You don't need a lot of it. Some limes. I have 2 cut up limes in here, so cut up some limes. Ice, because we do like ice. Get you some ginger simple. I love ginger simple. I just made this earlier this week. I put up a video. If you want to know how to make a ginger simple, I'll add the ingredients into the comments of this video so that you can make it at home. It's relatively easy to do. You can do it yourself. It's really good. It also makes a great like low sugar ginger ale because you're not putting a whole bunch of, if you have some soda water, you're not putting a ton of ginger in it, so it makes it like amazing. It's great. Get you some ice tongs because we're some fancy people, right? Rocks glass, because this is what we're going to put it in. Some dried limes. We're going to use that as a garnish. I'm really excited. Like, I'm flipping stoked about it. Stoked, my friend, stoked. A muddler, because we are going to do some muddling. This is the first. We don't really muddle too often, but now that we have the muddler, we're going to muddle. We're a bunch of blood muddlers. Finally, get your shaker because If there is a citrus involved, we do kind of want to shake it so it'll be nice and well blended. We're not going to shake it too much because it's kind of like a built drink, but we are going to shake it a little bit just so it could be more floral, because I wanted to be balanced and I wanted to kind of move all the way through. So we're going to build it in here, shake it up, call it a day. So first things first, get your shaker together. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my perfectly cut limes and I'm going to pour that in my cup. Yeah, pour it in my cup. I'm going to take my muddler and sit it down because we're not muddling just yet. You thought it. I'm going to take our ginger syrup. We're going to put about a ½ ounce of ginger syrup in there. I love ginger syrup. It's just, I'm telling you, man, make you some soda water. Shit's fantabulous. We're going to muddle. We're basically expressing all of the oils from the lime peel as well as the juices. Oh yeah. We're gonna get some rum. We're going to do 1.5 ounces of this, and this is gonna be so good. If you want to be real funky, like, you can get you 2 ounces. You know, I don't know what kind of day you're having. It's supposed to be a snow day for us. I don't know what's going on, but you know. 3 ounces of our mango puree. Ooh. Ice. Shake. I said just a little bit, but I love the shake. What can I say? Ooh. 1 rock in there. Or you could, you know, do crushed ice. I think the crushed ice will probably crush it. Strain and drain, people. Strain and drain. Set it on top. And voila. Let's take a little sip of it. Oh my goodness, this would taste so good frozen. Thank you so much for joining me today, making a delicious rum cocktail with me. You'll like this. Take it home. You'll enjoy it. Very refreshing. And don't be afraid to crush it up and make it into like a smoothie or a frosty drink. This would be very good. Very sweet. Well, not super sweet, but it's great for those people who don't like the taste of liquor. This is definitely going to get them underneath it. The Bacardi Black is really good because it also stands out and cuts through that sweetness of that mango. So you don't have to worry about that. And you can taste the lime that kind of streaks through, as well the ginger. That's just so good. I gotta take a picture of it. I hope it lasts. It might not. Thanks again so much for watching me today. We made a delicious rum cocktail. You learned a little bit about rum. And guess what? Who Day? Black History Month. If you like what you see, feel free to drop a heart. Don't forget to leave a comment and hit that subscription button and that little notification bell so that every time that I drop something, you know about it. I thank you guys so much. I'll be back next week with some more stuff. Be safe, be sound, be loved. Bye.